Hey there, and welcome to the Blue Moon Waning bracket of Highway to the Zemus Zone 5 Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise. We have a match today between ndoto and TheBleuWizard. My name is Sheep Launcher. I'm here in the commentary booth with Ninja81. And Ninja, both these runners had tough opening losses, but they are looking to rebound today. But we have a suite of bosses that is Red Moon quality.
Yes, it is. I see pretty much all Red Moon except for, you got the Karate Man there.
Yeah, a lot of tough bosses here. You got the Fabul Gauntlet and Golbez, which are in every Blue Moon seed, but you've got D-Lunars and Valvalis and the Magus Sisters, who could be really wicked in the wrong spot. Also, Kainatsu and Evil Wall, a whole suite of bosses that our runners have to defeat. 7 out of 8 of them. Ninja, where are the worst spots for these bosses to go? I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but, let's give the people what they want.
Let's see. For Kanatsu, I'd say 65k of Kanatsu would be rather rude.
Certainly in the first spot at the Giant. It's
Yeah.
a classic for a reason.
Back attack Val, never fun.
No, when you're trying to take care of mount ordeals. So ndoto and TheBleuWizard will have their work cut out for them. ndoto did lose in the waxing bracket to Big Dunka. TheBleuWizard lost to Tall Grant. Both are looking for their first wins of the tournament. They have Rosa to help them out. Ninja, what do you think of Rosa as a starting character here?
I actually do like Rosa as a starting character. I mean, you know you're guaranteed to at least have healing magic.
Yeah, and Rose is very versatile. She can equip bows and arrows, which in Blue Moon, the treasure is wildish, so a heroine robe should be lurking somewhere around there. She can be a real physical force early in the game as well.
That's true. Yeah, she can be if you give her like an arty bow and the right arrows. Yeah.
And our runners will certainly be hoping for those kind of lootables. Do want to thank our restreamer Bad Karma and our tracker Zald for taking care of the behind the scenes stuff, and our runners are hopefully going to give us a great show. Have to defeat 7 of these 8 hard bosses, and let's hope for all of our sakes that they're in really entertaining spots.
Yeah. I'm here for a show.
Now, who would be a great person to partner with this Rosa? Who do we want to see linking up with Rosa at the beginning? And it looks like we are underway.
I don't know. Maybe the power couple?
It is a twin.
Nah, it's
It
Quack
is a
Kid.
Quack Kid. And Mom Bomb hands the hook to start off with, and we are underway. We are glad to have you with us. This is not a bad early game party at all.
No, not really. I mean, I'm going to assume that they are going to go towards. I figured they'll both go towards Mysidia to check other characters. I
Certainly.
noticed that.
Yeah, the free characters are on, and the reason I'm thinking that it's a good early game party is that Palom gets up to level 2 spells, which can make short work of most of the overworld with one boss. So a quick early dive of the Antlion Cave, and your Palom is at least online to get through the overworld, and then a few short levels later, which you could get from the trap chests in Eblin, and he can carry you through the hook route.
Ooh, and we are greeted by an Edward and, well, an Edge.
That edge is going to be very, very helpful.
Yep.
We'll see if if Edward is helpful. Haven't seen a whole lot of Edward action on these flags, but the spoon flag is on.
Yeah. I really haven't seen very many spoon words in the Blue Moon. It also depends on when you get said spoon.
And our first little bit of divergence as ndoto and BleuWizard off to get separate characters. Oh, that's a nice defense sword.
Yeah.
The BleuWizard found on Mount Ordeals. Ndoto is joined by Yang.
Yeah. And he picked up an hourglass too, so that is kind of nice if you want to dive into Evelyn.
And BleuWizard did pick up Horum from Ordeals. Twin magic is activated. The entire overworld is now at these runners' mercy. And did you see what ndoto spiked in the waterfall?
I did not.
That was a Murasame. Edge is online.
Yeah, you just equip that on the edge and let him swing at stuff.
And that's what T Wildish can do for you. That Edge is a happy guy right now. Got some Hanzo steel to flash around.
And we see that Damsian has an old man.
So, our party is complete. Well, the party isn't complete for either runner, but we've seen all of the characters. It'll be an interesting party. It's a mostly mage party. We'll see what our runners decide to go with here, but it's very possible to have a good party with the twins, Rosa, Tella, and Edge. The Tella would be the anchor, you would have to think.
Yes. Yeah. Tell would definitely have to be the anchor.
But also a good utility mage to cast exit, get you in and out of places.
And we get a waterfall check, and it is a sparkle. Or was that a sparkle?
I thought it was Dr. Luge.
Oh, it was Dr. Luge. Never mind.
Yeah, I saw the unmistakable hairstyle there, which means the doctor is enjoying his ablutions.
Just, relaxing at the waterfall.
ndoto going to Troya to check out the free item from Edward in the bed. And that is an early Pinktail. And we haven't seen a whole lot of Pinktail turn-ins because there are no adamant armors on this flag set, but it's early enough. That is going to be a really good item, and if nothing else, it will be a lot of money. Now,
because Pigtail Turn-In is a tier 7 or tier 8 item?
Yeah, so it could be a crystal sword, which you sell to assert your dominance, because Cecil's not here.
Or it could be an X-Cow that you can use to just throw at someone.
That's a nice dart. But it could be another piece of Hanzo steel for Edge. It could be an arty bow for that Rosa.
White shirt.
Yeah, it could be very useful. So that'll be an interesting turn-in. BleuWizard going to start his boss collection. It looks like gonna head up Mount Hobbs. And it looked like Edge started with a Charm Claw.
Yeah.
Charm Claw hype.
Not a claw I want. Very low accuracy. Yeah. Well, that
BleuWizard sees Calbrena up on Mount Hobbs, decides he's too old to play with dolls.
Pretty much. And he heads over to Evelyn. Or not Evelyn, Favol.
ndoto, meanwhile, equipped the Murasame along with an assassin dagger he picked up somewhere along the way. So that Edge is deadly to start. And that assassin dagger, really nice against enemies that don't have the boss pit.
Yeah, and then on blue side, I see longswords are for sale in Fabul, and
And
I figure pick up one.
yeah, gonna spend the money for a longsword. They usually can be found around. I've hit a ninja sword on the uh, in Cave Eblin before, and especially if you're planning on visiting Castle Eblin, there should be some swords available there. But a longsword, a decent purchase for this time of the game. Edge can pretty much solo this.
This is a very rude bird.
Yeah, a dragon decides to attack Fabul,
Mm-hmm.
and Dodo weathers the storm and takes down Wyvern. Unfortunately for Dodo not getting those levels on the Quake Kid.
Yeah.
Blue
And
Wizard also going to
oh,
make it through.
oh, it looks like Blue didn't actually equip that longsword though, because it looked like that edge was punching.
Yeah, I think Blue still had that Charm Claw on the edge, and that's
Yeah, I noticed the damage difference.
and it does look nice sitting in your inventory, but it's much more useful when it's actually equipped.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, uh, let those among us who have not uh, left a cool item sitting in their inventory for half the game on restream cast the first stone.
I've done that a few times.
Yeah, you'll notice I have no stones. And a free Ashura summon sitting in the King's Room. Unfortunately, there's no summoner. Not like we need the summoner because there are two other white mages.
Yeah.
Blue Wizard going to head into the Antlion Cave. Did get the heal after Fabul, which is nice because Edge was his only party member standing after that. And that's required. That's a Karate Man.
Yes, it is. Very easy spot. Yep, and it still looks like Blue has not equipped that longsword.
And Karate Man is cheesable if you have a Paladin Cecil in your party, but he's not around in this seed, so it's a boss that you'd prefer to see in an easy spot because he can be painful
Yeah,
in the wrong spot.
Yeah, he can be rather rude at some spots. You know, if you happen to find Karate Man, say at Leviathan spot, yeah, that's a little rude.
Cape Bahamut.
Oh
No
yeah,
fun.
Cape Bahamut.
But Blue Wizard completes his first objective, gets the package for his troubles, and then Dodo right behind. And now both of our runners have to make this decision. And Ninja, what are your thoughts on checking the package for the boss check?
I'm not a big fan of it early. I make that like a late game check.
Yeah, kind of a last location. It is a long check.
Yeah, it's a
And
long cutscene.
and it makes you feel so good when it works if you if you were to do it early, and it just makes you feel hopelessly behind if it doesn't work.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I think too, because it's like what, a 2-minute cutscene basically between the cutscene and then going to Kaipo.
Yeah, and it is fun to watch a pig summon a titan, but you
Yeah,
got things to do.
I mean, you also get, the sleepy oinking pig.
Blue Wizard gets his Pinktail, and then Dodo showed us the result that Pinktail a Masamune.
Ooh.
Bad karma likes edge. What can he say? Wants wants the very special ninja to
Mas-
feel feel special.
a Masa and a Mura. That is a well-equipped edge.
Oh, he slices, he dices, and, and he's available for the low price of free.
And it looks like Blue's doing the same thing now. Checking the pink tail.
Yeah, Blue's not going to lose this arms battle. And Dodo picking up his defense sword. If Kane were around, he would really appreciate it, but that is a nice start.
Oh, yeah. Defense sword is almost one of Kane's best weapons, really.
It really is, especially as you get to higher levels for Kane, but that is academic. Oh, and and in case you don't have enough things to throw, a shuriken for free.
Yeah.
And Dodo left Porum. So
he's probably thinking that Rosa should be enough of a white mage.
yeah, and with a double Hanzo steel edge, doesn't need the twin magic for anything, which quickly loses its effectiveness.
Was that a black shirt that?
It sure was.
That's nice gear for Palom.
Yeah, Palom will be able to go through his goth phase with a nice black tee. So that's the difference now between ndoto's and TheBleuWizard's party is TheBleuWizard has Porum, and Dodo kept Yang. So we'll see how that kind of affects these runners' strategies. And, you know, this is a really kind spot for Ogopogo.
Yes, it is. He could be at a lot ruder places than this here.
Our runners are looking for one sparkle for the D-Lunars, and now there are 2 down. Yeah. So after this, if you see a sparkle, it's a 1 in 3 chance.
Yep.
But Ogopogo at this spot is still an issue, and TheBleuWizard showing us why Ogopogo, like all of the moon bosses, does not like elemental spells, and that ice one caused a really nasty counter.
Yeah. Funny as it is, if you use a dancing dagger on him, he does the same thing. I think, doesn't he?
But both runners are through at the same time. A very close match so far. And ndoto is healing up, looking to go straight for the other side of the bridge. TheBleuWizard going to tent up. Oh, and the other side of the bridge is a nasty turtle.
But is required. A very fast turtle, too.
Yeah, and a cheating turtle. Gets an extra turn to start off with.
Yep.
And our runners got 10 Thor Rages at the beginning of the seed, and now's the time to use them.
I think the wave still goes off because... Yeah, he still gets his wave off.
But the wave is survivable.
Yeah, they've done enough damage that the wave doesn't do nothing. And there goes Kanazo.
Yeah, that is a crumble for ndoto. A very nicely done fight that can go sideways in a hurry if you panic. ndoto stayed cool, calm, and collected, and he is through.
And I think Blue will be through it pretty quickly too.
Yeah, that twin magic gonna do some work as well. and both runners making fine use of the shurikens that they found.
Yep. Always use your throwables.
Yeah, you never want to have those sitting around at the end of the game, and that is a funny prize at the end of ordeals. A lit bolt is the reward. Another sparkle, and it's pale dim.
Doot, 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 doot.
Yeah, only a couple of doot doots this time, though.
Yep.
But again, that's another sparkle down, and the next sparkle has a 1 in 2 chance. Uh-oh. So pale dim absorbs elements.
Uh-huh. I know that.
Yeah, now ndoto does too.
The only thing it does not is non-elemental, which would be like virus or quake.
Yes. Yeah, this is one where you just let Edge take care of filleting the pale dim, but ndoto is able to recover and makes it through ordeals. And you saw the magic power at that spot, not that great, so the glare that is an instant kill spell at other places in the game, ndoto was able to weather it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of places where the glare will just make you have a bad day.
Yeah. So Ninja, looking at these parties and the bosses we've seen so far, how confident are you diving down the hook route at this point? Both runners still have one check on the overworld, one key item.
I actually don't remember. Was Curse Ring found?
I haven't seen a cursed ring.
If there's a Curse Ring found, I definitely take this group underground.
Yeah, what I would want to do, I think, in these runners' shoes is get Palom some levels.
Yeah.
Up to Quake if possible. Definitely up to Virus.
And here comes the question, and I've talked to people in Discord about it. How do you feel about cracking eggs on ordeals?
So I love a Siren or two to get some Lamias on ordeals. I like it better personally than Castle Evelyn, just because I always get lost in Castle Evelyn and lose like massive amounts of time. And so I'm always in favor of taking care of a couple of Liliths on ordeals.
Okay, that's what I was wondering, because I've had talks about that, and a lot of people I've talked to in Discord say, yeah, it's not a bad idea.
And ndoto is taking his hovercraft all around the world. Not really sure why. It's
I don't understand that.
It could be a security blanket, I guess. But yeah, normally what you see runners do, and there's another sparkle. Normally what you see runners do is take it either to the Adamant Grotto or to just outside of Cave Ablin. But ndoto is making sure he doesn't lose it.
Oh, and he did find the Lunar Dragons at Baron N1.
So that is required. And
a flame will just take care of it real quick.
Yeah. Let him show you how.
And that's French vanilla?
Yeah, the guards moved back a spot. And ndoto has a mute bell, smartly deploys it here. The mute bell causes the guards to forget how to use magic, which the guards can use magic, and they are mages.
Mm-hmm. So that means they're also susceptible to, say, mute arrows.
And
That he just equipped on Rosa.
yes. And Rosa's going to do Bafo damage.
Exactly.
And so is that edge. So these guards will not be long for this world. Has plenty of HP to deal with this, and if one of his people goes down, no worries. You get a free heal, and there's no EXP at the spot.
Yep.
And I did not see what TheBleuWizard got from that trap chest in Eblin.
I didn't either. I was looking to see if that was a key item from Baron.
Just an apple, which is
just an apple.
Thematically appropriate, I suppose, for a cafe.
It was only a silver apple.
Yes.
They weren't even good enough to give him a gold apple.
TheBleuWizard did pick up, I think, a stack of Artie arrows from the regular chest in Castle Eblin, and also a tiara. So his Rosa can be a death machine if he wants her to be. And our tracker Zald is thinking that was a Zeus gauntlet from the trap chest, which would be a great pickup for TheBleuWizard's edge.
Yeah.
Zeus gauntlet is great on stats, and with the steel that both runners have equipped, it's just Edge is going to be absolutely powering through. So TheBleuWizard did is through with his jaunt in Castle Eblin, heading back to Baron Inn, going to find and defeat those D-Lunars. So Ninja, how do you feel in this flag set with having 3 of your objectives done already? That's quite a bit to see early.
Yeah, that is quite a bit.
Coffins and elixirs for sale in Cave Eblin. To me, that signals a seed that that is going to be quick.
Ninja hats for sale in the armor shop.
And Sammy arrows, and ndoto will pick those up.
Yeah. That was actually, those are pretty nice shops.
Yeah,
and,
coffins
and drain spears.
Ooh. And this could be...
We want some darts.
Yes. Yes, could be looking for darts. Potentially going to be scouting for a darkness crystal as quickly as possible. Both runners do have that Tella. A D-Machine grind could be on the table.
Yeah.
Want to welcome in the Raiders from Free Enterprise 2. We're glad you're with us for this Blue Moon Waning match between ndoto and TheBleuWizard. Both runners have defeated 3 bosses on the overworld, and both have completed all of their overworld checks. The hook was the starting key item, and Edward also gave us a pink tail, which turned into a Masamune for that edge. Both runners have edges rocking Masamune and a Murasame. The only difference between the parties for these runners, TheBleuWizard kept Porum, and ndoto instead is rolling with Yang.
And I did see that ndoto picked up a white spear in the way down hook route. Another
very nice dart.
Yep.
Oh, and our tracker is all pointing out a power shirt in Evelyn Cave.
I was wondering, Karma's saying something about a cursed ring.
And that is
Miss
very
Cave.
useful.
Miss Cave.
Wow.
Miss Ring.
So the Mist Cave always worth looting on these flags because it's weighted so heavily.
Yeah, it's weighted about as heavy as Evelyn Castle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the boss there, really easy to defeat, even if it's Baigan.
Yep.
And Doto tangling with the Stalemen and rediscovering that the Stalemen not fun to mess with, but does get that kid up to Virus and gets a ribbon for his trouble.
Yeah. I mean, if we happen to find the evil wall somewhere where it gets to crush, I mean, someone could be protected from it.
And there was a free ribbon in a chest.
Free ribbon in a chest, yeah. Nice.
Ribbon in a chest! Ribbon in a chest! And that is our last sparkle. We know that is Plague in the third spot. All of the moon bosses are on the blue planet.
Oof.
And then Doto healing up, going to be checking the trap chest for Mad Ogres, not only for the item that's a reward, but definitely to get more levels on that kid. Mad Ogres can be a great source of EXP. Also, maybe Ndoto will remember that they have an hourglass in their inventory. Might be able to stop them and sneak some
steel boxes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Sneak some wine from them.
That's what I was thinking.
The best wine is stolen wine. That's what I always say. The wine that is the freest takes the best. Ooh, and a mute knife.
That's nice.
Especially if there's a mage type in the first spot. Like, say, Ashura or Magus Sisters.
Or Magus Sisters, yeah.
Who would you not like to see with this party in that first spot?
I don't think I'd really want to see actually a required boss, Evil Wall.
Yeah, Evil Wall would
hard.
Be gross at that spot.
Yep.
And what is Val's magic resistance at that spot?
I don't really remember.
Yeah. It's high. It might not be.
Val can't be there though because it's not be.
Oh right, it's not unsafe.
It's not unsafe.
Aw. Boo.
Yeah, you can't see Golbez there. You can't see Val or
Wyvern.
Wyvern, yeah.
Boo. I'll say it again.
And yes, Indo does remember they had hourglasses.
Very nice. Well,
I think they're gonna sneak some wines.
Yeah, and this is where if TheBleuWizard wants to do the same strategy, this is where that Porum could be really useful because, well, Ninja, why would Porum be useful in this fight?
Porum?
Yeah, Porum helps Edge sneak. Did you know this?
Yes, the Cry ability.
Yeah, so Cry, nobody really knew what it did or what it does, but it actually lowers enemies' resistance to sneaking. So, very useful when you just want to steal some wine or maybe some sirens from some alerts uh, in the tower.
Yeah,
And that's a nice white shirt.
it's a very weird formula. I know how it works.
You actually know how it works?
I've heard how it's explained.
I
I can't wrap my head around it.
sometimes I wonder if the programmers of this game even know how it works.
Probably not.
It's a very well programmed game. Don't question
Oh, I'm not gonna question it.
it. Well, while ndoto and BleuWizard make their way down to that first boss, do want to thank our restreamer Bad Karma and our tracker Zald, who you've been seeing in chat if you're following along, for doing all the behind the scenes work and keeping us on our toes.
Yeah.
And ndoto finding orbs at the first spot.
Not bad.
And going to equip a Thunderclaw on, I think it was on Edge, but it can also go on Yong. A really heads up play, because these are machines that are weak to lightning.
Yes.
And that's kind of what Yong is there to do, is to exploit elemental weaknesses on enemies, you'd think.
No, they are not machines. Karma says.
That's...
You would think they would be machines, but they're not.
How is a computer not a machine? Somebody answer this.
Yes. They're not floating either.
We know that.
We know that.
Everybody knows that. They're only...
Even though they look like they are.
Well, you can totally see the strings. So they're not floating. But I did not see if ndoto got his kid to Quake. Now would be a great time to deploy that. But ndoto is through.
Yeah. No, they got through. They're going to roughly get underground in about a time of roughly 35 minutes.
Well, play could be tricky here. We'll see if ndoto goes back to save. And they will.
Yeah. I'm always a fan of just in case, depending on who it is.
Yeah, I don't think it's an exaggeration for me to say I save here 100% of the time, because I'm a big coward.
I don't blame you one bit. I do it all the time too.
And Globe199 on BleuWizard's side, going after the one person that he could ill afford, and that was Edge.
Yeah.
So now BleuWizard is going through an orb grind, which is really unfortunate because this spot gives no EXP.
Yeah.
And ndoto darting anything that's not nailed down, and seeing no Quake on the kid, but Virus will take care of Plague just fine. Well, it's a damage race now. And I don't think he's going to have quite enough to get there without some reviving shenanigans. And that's what he's going to do.
I think if he had Soul Bacchuses, he could have zerked Edge and Yong, and maybe Rosa, and between the three of them, probably would have buffered the attack.
Very true.
Yeah, because if you have 3 berserks, it pretty much would help a little bit.
And BleuWizard going to go for the Blink and Berserk strats on CPU here.
Interesting.
So in order to avoid what happened to him before, where the big orb is the only one standing, BleuWizard
Blink the
Blink,
Mazer Orb.
yeah, Blink the attacker to buy a couple more turns, and he's going to make it through.
Yep.
And Dodo, meanwhile, took the wipe to that plague just a little bit too fast there. I don't know if ndoto has put that curse ring on that Tella. I assume he has. It would be very useful at this point.
Yes, it would. It would definitely slow down the ticks on the Doom counter.
This might be a case where...
Blue's going to swag it.
Ooh.
Straight into Plague.
So Blue has that edge up in the top spot, and first turn going to Dart. See, here's my thought, is that a Star Veil would be a very effective opening move here, especially for BleuWizard, where that edge is getting that first turn.
Yeah, because it would have reflected the count onto Plague.
And also, it will keep the count off of the character that you've Star Veiled, and then Plague will just keep casting the count and keep resetting everybody's count, because Plague will be mad that somebody doesn't have numbers over their head.
Yep, pretty much.
But BleuWizard, confident in his ability to win this damage race.
I'm starting to kind of wonder about this.
It's
a little risky.
Yeah. It's one of those fights that you don't feel good about. You know?
Yes. Yeah.
Until it is over.
True.
BleuWizard's Palm doesn't even have Virus. So going into this very low leveled.
Yes, I think this is going to be
Does have a couple of Berserkers clogging the queue.
Yeah.
And yeah, that the Berserked party going to keep BleuWizard in on this, and Plague is going to go down. It's going to be slow, but he's going to get through it.
Yeah, he will get through it. It's going to take some time.
Yeah, because of programming shenanigans. If all of your people are berserked, like they are, then the counters will never expire. They'll never go from 0 to dead. They'll never resolve.
Yep. Because, perfectly programmed game.
Yes. And Dodo, meanwhile, gets his count reset. And Dodo doing quite a bit more damage.
Mm-hmm.
But TheBleuWizard going slow and steady.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad decision. I mean, it. How I tell people, it's better to play it safe than having to wipe on a boss fight.
And Dodo, on his second time of asking, is through that plague.
Yep.
Going to get underground in under 43 minutes. Very nicely done.
And I think Blue won't be far behind him.
Nope. We'll see if Dodo remembers about that pitfall. Nope, he forgot it again.
Everybody forgets the pitfall.
And Dodo not going to give us a peek at who is at the top of the tower.
Interesting. I would have checked it.
And Dodo is going to go back.
Oh.
Realize they forgot something.
Hey, I might want to peek and see who's at the top tower.
And that looks like a ruby sprite. To me, I got a quick glimpse there.
Yeah, it was a red robe.
So
it was a ruby sprite. So it's either ruby or elements.
Neither of which is required.
Nope.
But we do know
could be required.
We do know that neither of which is a required boss to get the crystal, I should say. But it could be a darkness crystal, and we do know that the Keyless Tower pays out 100% of the time.
Oh yeah.
We know that for a fact, Ninja. And any evidence to the contrary is made up.
It's made up, huh?
Yeah.
And TheBleuWizard gets through.
Very nicely done. Oh, and there are Bacchus wines for sale in Tamra.
Ooh, yes.
And Dodo says, okay, now's the time to simplify my life and get as many wines as I can afford.
Not 50. Oh, wait, that's me. Never mind.
Yeah. Ooh, a heroin rub. And I believe that was a traffic technician.
Yeah, traffic technician.
Now, how do you technique traffic?
I have no idea.
I wonder if that's somebody who
is that like is that like those union people who like are sitting on the side of the road when they're doing road work and signs that say stop and then go or slow? Maybe that's a traffic technician.
Maybe, or maybe there are people who are like, oh, this intersection needs a light instead of a four-way stop or something.
Okay, yeah, I could see that being a thing. And it looks like Blue is going to go down and check the freebie.
Yeah, another interesting piece of divergence. And there are drain spears for sale in Tamra.
Wait, weren't they for sale in
Eblin?
Eblin?
Yeah, I believe so. Maybe they were drain swords somewhere along the way.
Oh.
Either in Tamra or in Eblin. And TheBleuWizard picks up a Luca key. Interesting pickup. So, in these flags, the warp glitch is on. But the Luca Cave could still have a boss that is required.
Yes.
And it is one of those checks that you don't want to make unless you really, really have to. But Uh,
I saw a black shirt for sale in the Fey March. Oh, cat claws are for sale.
ndoto looking hard at that tiara, I believe, but decides against it, and also doesn't find any of the weapon selection in Dwarf Castle all that appealing.
Yeah.
And the question is Palom to warp?
Yeah.
He's at level 26.
Nope, he is 3 levels short.
But Tella has it, of course.
Tella does have it, yeah.
Thanks, Bad Karma.
I was about to say, Palm is 3 levels short.
Oh, and look, it's time to count. Bahamut is the first spot in Dwarf Castle.
So I'm thinking Blue's gonna face check the Leviathan spot because we saw a blue robe there.
Yeah, and it's, staying in the inn down in the Fey March, which is a little bit of a time and gil investment.
Like I said, probably face checking the blue robe.
Yeah,
because Gauntlet
could be Gauntlet or it could be easy, and it's easy.
It is easy.
So as long as Blue, none of the mages whiffs on any of their attacks here, and in fact, I might throw a Thor Rage or something to make sure of that. As long as that doesn't happen, Waterhag can only get off so many hits, and three shots will bring Waterhag down.
And there we go.
And BleuWizard gets a whole bunch of XP again, not on the Quack Kid.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And ndoto threw the Bahamut running into the Kaipo guards. And
we got something for him. Coffins.
Yeah.
And
BleuWizard only picked up a plain white tea.
Yeah, the bad part about this is, ndoto's side, I would have had the edge in the center slot, because this is one of those spots where you actually want to fast anchor.
Yeah, so the general rule of thumb is you want your quickest character to set the agility in the overworld, and then once you get to the underworld, you want your slowest character to set your agility. Inuji, you're saying that Dwarf Castle is kind of that in-between spot?
Yes. Because you visit it before you visit the rest of the underworld. In their vanilla game.
Yeah. But ndoto is through.
I mean, it don't really matter, but...
And even picked up a little extra XP from life glitching the officer.
Ooh. Nice.
And BleuWizard going to crack a couple eggs.
I'm not sure if that edge has enough damage. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
it's Mazamura. Yeah. What am I thinking?
But interestingly, at least to me, not only keeping Tella down, but keeping Palom down as well.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering about that.
This time they'll bring up the kid and let him have some more stuff. Ooh, that's a Baron key from Dwarf Castle. And did ndoto warp?
I didn't see if
I didn't
ndoto worked.
see it either. He even resurrected Tella to to have a warp caster around, but did not warp.
Hmm.
Oh, and our
Oh,
tracker solving this mystery. Tella,
Dante or Ethers. Ooh.
yeah. So here's if you really want that key item, you can actually stay in that inn, in Dwarf Castle, and and refill your MP that way, and still warp back into the crystal room.
Or do like Blue did and just, you know, get your MP and your stuff back at the Dwarven Pot.
Yeah, well, when you're already in Dwarf Castle,
Yeah. Yeah. The
you
inn.
can't go outside to the pot. You lose the chance to warp
Mhm.
then.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. You can go back into the throne room and warp.
Ndoto did pick up the Luca key. TheBleuWizard still doing a little bit of looting in the back of Dwarf Castle. Only Leviathans and Silkwebs are the
Um,
items for sale. No Sirens for sale yet.
I mean, silk webs are nice.
Always good to have some on hand.
Yep.
But the lack of Sirens means the Darkness Crystal hunt is on.
That means they could be on the moon.
Could be on the moon as well, or
Not even in the seed.
could not even be in the seed. The other way to get Sirens, with the edge in this party, the tower, the Tower Babel has 4 trap chests that contain alerts, and Sirens can be sneaked from them.
I could see people sneaking alerts. Yep. As the tracker says, cry and sneak.
Yeah, which sounds like a like a move.
Normally, what I do is I usually knock down the rest of my party, then cry and sneak.
Oh, and
Just to speed up everything.
Dodo has done something really cool. Eddie is named Ndoto, so Anna is giving the motivational speech directly to Ndoto.
Yep.
That's
like
a really cool idea.
I do like it.
Be strong. And Dodo is through. Did get some EXP on that Tella, but should not be a big deal. We'll get that plain white tea from it, and will reset. Doesn't want the EXP. And still no MP on Tella.
I'm kind of wondering what was going on there with the reset.
Yeah, didn't really expend any resources for it. Oh, hey Ninja Shirt. I think he feels confident in the fact that he can get XP elsewhere, and in a way that doesn't also get Tella a ton of XP.
Here's another thing I've been talking to people about. How do you feel about RA1 Sylph chest?
Ooh. So the Sylph Cave is tricky for a lot of reasons.
Yeah,
We haven't seen really many people messing with them on these flags. I don't know what reward you can get from them that would really want you to waste time going there.
that's true.
Uh, do you have something in mind?
I mean, if there's no sirens in the scene,
Yeah, it could be a grind option.
yes, that's what I meant as a grind option.
Yeah, I personally would rather go into the tower and sneak sirens at that point.
And Blue actually did warp in and got the Earth Crystal.
That's big.
Uh, boy,
And it,
I'd be hitting the overground, back above ground.
yeah, got the Earth Crystal, got the Baron Key at
Yeah.
this point. The they kind of go nicely into each other, and BleuWizard is
Uh,
going to check the Luca Cave before he goes back above ground.
yeah, but I don't think he actually saved before he came in.
Ooh. Well, that will bear watching, and now it's a race to the bottom of the sealed cave.
Yeah, I was thinking, I don't think Blue actually saved before going into it, so that could be bad.
We'll see. There's a chance that there is an objective down here, and ndoto will definitely walk out that Earth Crystal. So,
Uh,
ndoto will want to fight his way out no matter what.
uh, as Karma's saying, okay, now Magus Sisters. I
Magus
mean,
Sisters would
the
be hard here.
Magus Sisters, Golbez,
A vanilla evil wall.
the Vanilla Evil Wall. Take your pick. They're all not very fun. Actually, actually, a Luca Cave Gauntlet would be pretty nasty, also.
Yeah, it is a Shura. So BleuWizard, assuming he's saved outside, will reset out of this. But ndoto will fight it out.
It's because they did not warp to get the key item.
Yep. And BleuWizard did save outside of Dwarf Castle. No worries
stayed
there.
outside
And
Dwarf Castle, okay, before going to Luca. Good.
And look at this with the Baron Key and Earth Crystal in hand, BleuWizard is going to give Keyless Tower a try.
I like it.
Yeah, go to the top of the tower. The boss at the top here at these levels usually isn't someone to worry about. Ruby would be a little tougher than Elements, I think.
Mm-hmm. I think the magic there's not that bad.
No, it's just a lot of HP.
Yeah, it's just like 20, like close to 20,000 HP. Of
Yeah.
Ruby.
Yeah, that's a lot of leg.
It is a lot of leg.
And Dodo has a wall up on Ashura, which will make things go a lot smoother. And I believe he equipped a mute knife on Edge. And Edge is doing, yeah, Edge is doing 3,500 a shot. Oh, and mute arrows on Rosa as well.
Mm.
And this is a whole lot of leg.
A whole lot of leg.
And just the right person to glare, but that glare only
perfect.
doing 800, so that shows you the magic power at the spot.
Oh, and blue cast fires. Okay.
And ndoto is through Ashura and learns warp just in time.
Just in time.
To warp out of the sealed cave, but Yeah, now ndoto
Oh
has
wait, and
Earth
Dodo's
Crystal
not going to get the item.
and ndoto already got it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say, did Nintendo not get the item?
No, he sure did.
I was like, oh man,
That would be bad.
not like
Yeah.
I've ever done that before.
Well,
I've
in
done
this,
that Twin Harp.
yes, in Twin Harp, you can leave that item behind. In
Yeah,
Sealed Cave, if you haven't done the warp glitch, you have to pick up the
yeah,
item before the boss is going to
yeah.
show.
It wouldn't be the first time I've ever done that with Twin Harp. Oops, I forgot to pick up the item.
So, both runners in a
Uh,
position here where they can. Uh, this seat is still wide open to me, Ninja. Do you
yeah.
agree?
Oh yes, it is wide open. I mean, you got Earth Crystal, you got Baron Key. I mean, you got two possibilities right there. Package is still it's still a little bit far off option when it comes for a check.
Yeah, especially since both of our runners still need 4 bosses.
Uh, did either of them set up Sheila? One.
Yes, and Dota certainly did, and I believe TheBleuWizard did as well.
Okay, I would probably do Sheila one, and then probably wrap around the Baron, then Earth Crystal.
Ooh, that's a spicy check for TheBleuWizard. He'll walk that down. That is a twin harp from the top of tower.
Oof.
So, Keyless Tower could be the play, or it could be a long, frustrating chain.
Yeah.
Sheila 1 has the sad ruby.
Oh, the sass of rubies.
Well, interestingly, um, healing has been kind of hard to come by in this seed. So if you're really, really desperate for a free heal,
Yeah, I know. It does give you a free heal.
and you get to visit a pig in
Uh,
a blanket.
actually,
Who doesn't like that?
Didn't someone buy cabins earlier?
I believe so. Cabins are available in
Yeah.
these flags.
Yeah, I think someone bought some above ground.
But TheBleuWizard is going to walk out that twin harp, but now TheBleuWizard is most likely going to go above ground. I'm gonna set up Sheila 1 first.
Okay, so yeah, I was thinking. I know one of them set up Sheila one, but I didn't think them both did.
And in Dodo, it appears doing what you suggested, Ninja.
Well,
Going to go.
I was figuring Baron then here, but
You know what the nice thing about Earth Crystal into Baron is the Earth Crystal drops you off right at Baron.
that's true. I always forget about that.
Yeah, that's why it's especially nice. And TheBleuWizard actually has the dream combo setup where if he wants, he can do Twin Harp into Earth Crystal into Baron Key. And just, it's a nice little serendipitous chain to fulfill. It really tickles my pleasure center.
Did ndoto buy Soma drops?
Ooh. So,
Yeah,
and Dodo's
bought one.
thinking
Which one or two?
a D machine grind on the table. Getting an extra 10 MP on Tela allows you to do 4 weeks.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm almost thinking.
And oh, look, and Dodo is going into the treasury. Let's do it together, Ninja. Ready? 3,
Yeah.
2, 1. Raid
Right.
that treasury! Nice dart.
Avenger for no one's in the seed.
We already have a Masa. What do we need a Mura for?
Yeah.
What do we do to ninja? Well, more darts.
More darts.
That's a dart out of 10.
Yeah, dart out of 10.
And BleuWizard is going to Baron first before
Oh,
even checking Sheila 1.
Oh, blue is gone the Baron, so a little divergence again.
Yeah. Remember the first boss in Baron, as we saw in the beginning of the seed? Mom Bomb.
Yeah, not a requirement.
Good place to see Mom Bomb. Not
Yeah,
terribly difficult at that spot.
not punchy, especially after they've been underground. They got the levels. They're fine. They're fine.
Yeah. And Dodo, meanwhile, heading straight up the tower. No time to pet a dog. The flame dog check in the Tower of Zod is one of my favorite sneaky little checks to do. If there's an item that you think, like if you have a Cecil and you think you can spike a holy sword from it.
Yeah, the race I had against someone last week, I spiked Avenger from it. So,
yeah, an easy little check. You don't want to be hunting around for it for a long time, but
no. Oh, blue forgot to heal.
Yeah, so Mom Bomb isn't terribly difficult at that spot, but you need some HP.
Yeah, you need some HP, otherwise.
But the twins in the back row are well enough equipped that they'll be able to hang on and allow everybody else to salvage this fight. And that's a requirement. That's an evil wall in the Magus Sister spot. BleuWizard is through.
Yeah.
And Evil Wall is going to bear down on this party. I think ndoto has the levels to handle this.
Blue is gonna go do the Odin spot.
Yeah, we'll save a little bit of time if he can handle it. Oh, nice crystal ring.
That's the question, if they can handle it.
And ndoto tears down that wall. And it's a noodly appendage basement Octomam down on the throne.
Ooh.
This will punch.
Yes, it will.
And I think I see yellow ears on that pig.
It looks like it, yes.
So that means Golbez is a possibility. Leviathan is a possibility.
I think Golbez, Leviathan, and I think there's one other one.
Ooh, it's Antlion.
Oh, you're supposed to be on the moon. Go home.
Yeah, well, not a lot of vanilla in this seed, and that continues with Antlion not being in its natural habitat. But plenty of darts for ndoto. Will be through this in a jiffy.
Yeah, we're on blue side. He is kind of struggling a little bit with this Octoman.
Yeah, the good thing about Octomam is if you hang in long enough, eventually it'll slow down and make it much more manageable. BleuWizard does make it through.
Oh, okay. I was kind of wondering, it's like, because otherwise he's got to go back through Baron Castle, and all he gets is a strength ring for this.
Octomammoth, I'm only asked for one little thing. a ring. I don't mean on the phone. Octomammoth sitting on the Odin throne. Boop-a-doop boop.
Nice. I like it.
And Dodo picks up the pan from from the Earth Crystal. And BleuWizard finding a purple robe on the throne. It's just Mylon, not Mylon and his cabinet.
Oh, they the zombie dance party? Oh.
Want to welcome in all of the raiders from Free Enterprise. We're so glad to have you with us. And Dodo and BleuWizard have encountered 3 out of the 7 bosses that are required, and Dodo on his way to check the Baron Key, which BleuWizard has just cleared. No required bosses in Baron today. We'll see what the item is, but both runners have done a good job of clearing out the underworld. We haven't seen the Mega Sisters or the Alt Gauntlet or Golbez or Valvalis yet. And Dodo is up a boss because Dodo has done the Earth Crystal. Evil Wall was in the first spot there, and the Earth Crystal gave a pan.
What do you think? In BleuWizard's spot, I would do Twin Harp. If this isn't Darkness Crystal.
Yeah, he definitely. Oh,
because it put. Yeah. Oh, hey, look, we can get underground now.
He said the line. He did
yes,
it.
Yes, I did.
You know, there is something to be said about giving the people what they want.
Yes.
I think Twin Harp would be a fine check here. Although Earth Crystal would be kind of the numbers play.
Yeah. But it's going to take you away back to Baron. That's the only thing I think about.
Yeah, well, BleuWizard is going to check that treasury now, so we get to do this again. Right. That treasury! Oh, a black belt I missed the first time. That's nice.
Yeah, just a whole bunch of darts.
Yeah. Other than that, it's Dart World.
Yeah. It's the World Series of Darts.
Well, do want to thank our restreamer Bad Karma and our tracker Zald, and thank you eNinja81 for being up here in the commentary booth with me on this Blue Moon Waning bracket. Do want to remind everybody that Ndoto and BleuWizard fighting to stay alive in the Waning bracket. The winner advances to play Fiery Blizzard in the next round.
And I also want to say thank you to Sheep Launcher for being on comms with me.
It is always a pleasure to be on a commentary, watch a couple of really talented runners put on a show, and now they're kind of crisscrossing back and forth.
Yep. Yeah, they're definitely just crossing paths right now.
Do you think BleuWizard feels behind at all after
hour 15, I would feel a little bit kind of... Yeah, I'd feel a little behind here.
Yeah, especially after doing a whole Baron check with nothing to show for it, including the basement.
I mean, they still have one check underground. Well, technically they have 2 checks underground. They got the tower key and they got... They didn't do the sewer spot, did they?
No, neither runner messed with that dark elf.
Yeah. So those would be lingering at me right now at this point.
Yeah, not a whole lot of spots left to check. And the tower key, we don't know where it is. Could be anywhere. Might be as a result of that pan, which BleuWizard will be getting shortly. But BleuWizard is facing up to this evil wall. What causes a wall to become evil?
I'm not really sure.
Maybe maybe a wall didn't get enough attention from uh, Mama Wall and Daddy Wall. And Dodo immediately turning in that pan. It's bonkin' time. Blue Wizard
Oh,
getting
so we're
the
gonna whack a monk?
yes, yes, and we'll hope that this game gives lots of tickets, or at least a darkness crystal. Neither runner has done much of a grind yet. There are no sirens for sale. Both runners have Tella, so both have been looking for a darkness crystal. And there it is.
Ooh.
Young just handing it over. And now ndoto has a big decision to make. What do you think, Ninja? Is that an immediate grind opportunity, or do you try to take care of the rest of the blue planet checks?
Well, there ain't really a whole lot of blue planet checks left.
Yeah, there's just that twin harp, and well, ndoto doesn't have it. There's top of tower, and there's the boss in the Fey March.
That's true.
That's a rock, but more importantly, that is 10 key items for ndoto. So it might be grind time. Meanwhile, the Blue Wizard does get through that antlion, will get his pan, and wake up in Baron. Like, how did I get here? And then Dodo heading immediately to Mysidia. And so for all intents and purposes, and check my math on this, Ninja,
Yeah.
we have 3 boss spots on the blue planet
Yes.
somewhere that we have not discovered. We have the Twin Harp, we have the Tower Key, we have the package. And so the Moon and or the Giant is going to be required unless
Yes.
all 3 of those boss spots are required bosses and the Tower Key is available on the blue planet.
You are correct.
So, you know, our runners are doing the math feverishly, and they're going to come to these same conclusions. So when do you go to the moon? And Dodo decides now is the time to get all the levels he needs.
Yeah. And I don't blame him.
Not one bit. It's time to level up. And Blue Wizard does get his Darkness Crystal. He's already at 10 key items without having to go to Sheila, because he picked up that Twin Harp from the top of tower.
The question is, did either one of them find MP restoratives?
Yeah. Are ethers for sale? I know elixirs were for sale in Cave Eblin. But
Yeah,
those are very expensive.
So expensive.
Now, Tella does have the spell Psych, which allows you to drain MP. But again, that forces you to rely on Tella's spell-making ability.
Yeah.
And that is Mylon and friends in the first spot on the Giant. not required. And ndoto decides... ndoto was just doing a boss check on the giant, not using it to grind. So
I mean, that would have been a relatively easy Mylon and friends.
yeah, would be easier with a different party, but certainly doable. But ndoto might be in face check mode at this time. Knows he has 3 bosses to go. Knows that the chances of them being on the moon are pretty high at this point, so might just be looking for a familiar face, for a Golbez, for a Gauntlet, for a Val.
I noticed he didn't check the shop.
And that is Maggot Sisters in Cave Value. That is a requirement.
So Blue, he's going to check the shop, and there are no sirens in the sea.
Not for sale.
Nope.
And Maggot Sisters in Cave Value. This might hurt a lot.
Just a little bit.
The punches are going to come in, but ndoto does have mute arrows on Rosa, does have a mute knife for Edge if he wants to go that way. The magic power is low here, but the punches are going to hurt.
Just a little bit.
And BleuWizard going to follow ndoto down. And we have such a close race here. Runners
we do.
Back in step here. BleuWizard going to slow things down and gonna try and take a random encounter here. Get lucky and get some gold dragons. Doesn't have any sirens left. Those sisters just do not like Young at all.
If you want to stop the dragon to let Edge kill it.
But ndoto looks to have this well in hand. Has blinks up on most of his party. Oh, that was an obscene amount of damage. 6,200.
Ouch.
Cindy having a very bad day.
And Sandy's having a bad day too.
And, well, at least it's over. So ndoto 2 bosses away. Getting a rat tail. Probably will not be in a hurry to check that. BleuWizard continuing to take some random encounters here to get some more levels.
Yep.
And so with 2 bosses to go, really interesting decision for ndoto here to go bottom up or top down.
Top down.
Yeah,
it means they do have the pass.
That is true.
That's
does
how
have
I
the
do it.
Yeah, it does have the pass. It would be a really easy decision, right? If there was only 1 boss to go. then you definitely do top down, and ndoto will do top down. And you know, I don't want to get your hopes up, Ninja, but you know, the gauntlet can still be in some pretty spicy places.
Oh yeah, trust me, I know. Ask me about my last tournament race.
Ooh, and Dodo finds the Dark Knight here, and that is nope.
Yeah.
And I would be shocked if Endoto returns to that anytime soon. Meanwhile, Blue Wizard tangling with a behemoth, and yeah, it's not fun. Try to run away, and you can't run away from behemoths. They will not let you.
I'm kind of hoping for one thing.
What are you hoping for?
Required boss at Giant 2 and required boss at Package.
Yes. That would be glorious.
And they fade him. They faded all to GN.
Blue Wizard having a really tough time with this behemoth, and that is a wipe.
Ouch.
And has to eat the loss of the levels that he gained before.
Yeah.
Eesh. And that's the issue with taking random encounters sometimes, is sometimes you get the really wrong random encounters. And a behemoth is just, you know, it's kind of there in the name. It's what it says on the tin. Just a beast of a fight.
Yes, it is.
And Dodo down at the bottom of the lunar subterrane. Not going to mess with the Dark Knight here.
Oh, and I see Blue sold off the mute daggers they had.
So that edge not going to do quite as much damage as did on Endoto's side.
Yep.
And this is a free fight for Endoto.
Yeah, and I would take it.
Definitely. Free EXP.
Where was this at?
This is at the White Spear altar. The plague spot. Yeah. The magic here isn't all that good anyway, and all they do is fire 1 and fire 2.
They don't really get amped up until fire 3, usually.
No. And
that spot.
Right, and it's a shame. They're going to become conscious before they even learn fire 3.
Yeah.
One of these days, I'd like to take out King, Queen, Evelyn and give them some more levels so they can cast something else.
Oh, there is a suggestion area in the Discord. Just putting it out there.
Well, they're going to become conscious. They're going to teach us a life lesson and give us 62,400 EXP with the 10 key item bonus. That's another dart.
Wow. Talk about Avengers.
I think Edge's throwing arm might get tired with all of the things that we've got for him in this seed.
I'm kind of hoping to see. Oh no. Yeah. That
demist there.
You can say there, demist.
Yeah, guard your 2 treasure chests. See if we care.
Yeah, exactly.
Hits hard in that spot. It's a slow fight.
Yes,
and then Dodo wants nothing to do with it.
And I agree with Ndoto. Yeah, that's super slow.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Valvalis at the Ogopogo spot.
that's interesting.
Goodness. High magic here.
She whiffed the
She did.
she whiffed the Wii.
So a
That was
rare,
kind of weird.
yeah, a rare miss there. And whiffed another week.
Val, what's wrong with you today?
You're all right.
Yeah.
And Dota's going to give us the answer of whether this magic defense is. Well, nope. He's gonna try.
I was gonna try.
Yeah. All right, so I guess we're learning that the magic power at this spot is actually not terrible, because we keeps missing.
Yeah, I think magic can hit her here.
Well, and Doto suddenly lacking people he is willing to to use spells against this Valvalis. So Yang and Edge are doing the work here. TheBleuWizard, meanwhile, has taken down Cindy in the middle. All he has to worry about at this point is the charm. That edge gets charmed, and this could be a little tricky.
Yes, it can. Oh, and Edge took out the Quack Kid.
Oh, and Edge took out Rosa. Oh, poor him finally knocks some sense into him, but not before he
takes out the whole party.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Way to go, Edge.
So TheBleuWizard has some repairing to do here. And gonna scramble to get everybody back up. But should be able to see this fight through, unless another bad charm comes in.
Yeah. We can only hope.
And Dota takes down the tornado.
Yep. Very nice.
One boss away from having a crystal.
And we get more steel.
Yep. And that's another dart.
It's dart after dart after dart.
Yeah, it's actually a. It's not a Masamune like the vanilla game, but it is a Murasame.
I mean, it's French vanilla. It's just at the wrong place.
Yep. And TheBleuWizard gets through. He had it all the way. Never a doubt.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
But, it is really great to see runners be able to recover, to keep their heads, and take care of business like that. It was a very nice fight from TheBleuWizard. Did not panic, even as Edge was hacking his entire party to bits.
Yeah, I mean, the ability to adapt to fights, like I said, I've been in the community for just a little over a year, and I've learned so much from so many people. And that's one thing I've learned, how to adapt and react to fights.
And Doto checked out the Crystal Sword altar. It's an Odin, not required. Odin there is relatively free. The magic power at that spot, an absolute joke.
I think I think Dodo has. I think Dodo has a Thunderclaw also.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right. So where are these? Where are these bosses? Where's the Gauntlet? Where's Golbez? And then Dodo is going to uh,
Giant.
push their chips toward the giant.
Um. Are we going to get a Alt Gauntlet Giant?
Ooh, ooh boy.
Yeah,
It's possible.
a Giant 2 Gauntlet. That'd be nice. Actually, a Giant 2 Golbez would be kind of nasty also.
Yeah. It could be really trolly, where it's a giant 2, I don't know, Dark Imps.
Yeah.
BleuWizard tried to hang in against that Dark Knight Cecil, and Pain Man dished out the hurt.
Yeah. That spot's a little tough.
But BleuWizard is a check behind ndoto at this point, and making the same checks that wipe on that grind really put him behind. So
Yeah.
he'll need to make a big play in order to catch up at this point.
And yeah, I agree with you. See if ndoto decides to do this or not. Does not reset.
Yeah, and Dodo knew about this fight, so he he's determined. Come on in, come to the place where fun never ends. Come on in, it's time to party with Mylon and friends. Mylon and friends.
Oh wait, that tail has Meteo?
Oh, that's why. That's why Dodo got
Soma.
a drop.
he gave Tilla swag rocks.
Let's go.
Nice.
Let's go.
Yeah, also I saw the white Meteo. I was like, wait a minute, what?
That's a problem with with Meteo for Tella, is that you get so excited and then it's like the beat never drops.
Yes. It takes forever and a day.
BleuWizard reset out of Demist and also resetting out of King Queen Evelyn.
Oh, I would have taken Queen King Evelyn for the experience.
Yeah, it's 62,000 free experience, and actually gonna rethink it. Mylon's lost all his friends.
Yeah, the magic here is not very good.
No. And Mylon can only do lit ones anyway.
Yeah.
But you know how the meme around Pale Dib is do 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 do. Well, the meme around Mylon could just be.
Yeah. Yeah, and ndoto will get through this pretty quickly.
Yeah. Well, from Mylon's perspective, if he can just do lit one, I don't know, 6,000 more times, he's got this in the bag.
Yeah.
All he has to do is weather 6,000 hits. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. There's 6,000 hits. That's it. I mean, that's a number.
Yeah. Easy. In the bag. And BleuWizard not waiting for King Queen Evelyn to become conscious. taking them down to save some time.
I don't blame Blue for that.
We'll get his Avenger.
And realize, oh, look, another sword to throw.
But, you know, the real EXP was the EXP we made along the way,
Yeah.
as the old saying goes. So this Mylon, like we said, not threatening. Just just takes a little bit of time.
I mean, you got you through 65,000 HP of Mylon.
So let's reset. For folks who may have joined us late and see where the boss locations are. Luca Cave has been checked. In fact, ndoto did not utilize the warp glitch, so went through the entire Luca Cave to get the Earth Crystal, which was required. Ashura was in the Luca Cave. The boss spots that we haven't seen, nobody's checked the package. We haven't seen Twin Harp. We haven't seen Tower Key. We don't, or the Cannon Room. We don't even know where the Tower Key is, and we haven't seen the second spot in the Giant.
Mm-hmm.
So our two remaining bosses could be at any of those four spots. And ndoto is through. And
I see Blue is finally getting to his 6th objective.
Yeah, and this is going to be a little slower for Blue because he doesn't have a second Berserker.
Yeah.
And magic is not going to cut through here.
Nope.
But does have blinks up on everyone, and we'll probably use Rosa to chip in some damage so that Edge isn't doing it all by himself.
And now we see if ndoto makes a good move.
Yeah, the moment of truth has arrived. Ha!
Oh!
That's good.
Go mode.
And ndoto just has to endure a comedy set, and as a reward, he will get a crystal.
Yeah.
But this is not a free fight by any means. Golbez will...
the magic here is really high.
Yeah. And
it's a rather quick fight.
Yep, they'll move fast. It might depend on who Shadow targets, and that's a bad target for ndoto.
Yeah.
It would have been much, much easier if that Rosa had stayed up. But Shadow does whiff on the other Demolished, so ndoto will start with
probably
3 characters.
Someone has a ribbon, probably.
TheBleuWizard is through that Val fight. Young does get a Star Veil up, and that was a 4600 fire 2 that got reflected. Hey, did you know Golbez is weak to fire? He does.
I did not know that.
But this Star Veil should be able to stay up long enough so that ndoto will make it through.
Yeah.
TheBleuWizard, meanwhile, going up to check that Crystal Sword altar. Will probably reset out of Odin.
I would think so.
And then we'll have his own decision to make. and Golbez is reduced to spluttering a question. Rosa's up to white.
To answer someone in chat, I'm pretty sure that Palm is RA1 because on ndoto's side, he does have a cursed teller, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, that Palm's definitely RA1. Oh, blue, that is it?
Yeah, I thought they both had
I
a
think they
curse
both
ring,
have
but
curse ring.
yeah, I could be mistaken on that.
Yeah.
And agility is kind of black magic to me anyway.
Joey's black magic, huh?
And BleuWizard going to make the same decision, going to head up into that giant. Doesn't know. BleuWizard still has 2 checks to make there. So playing the numbers game. So not going to gain any time, but not going to fall further behind. As long as BleuWizard can take out Mylon and friends and Golbez expeditiously. And ndoto has a couple of sirens. I think he wants to get that Palom up to nuke.
That's what I'm kind of figuring as well.
Rosa has white on his side.
Yeah.
The kid is up to weak.
And I'm assuming he's probably going to Starveil Young and just bounce spells off of him.
And Tella getting some levels from this. And yeah,
if Tella is cursed, that's fine.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he is though.
Oh yeah, I saw how it jumped the order and stuff, yeah.
And ndoto out of sirens. Palom not yet up to nuke, only knows Meteo. And ndoto, I think, is going to get another anchor.
Ah, pocket anchor.
Yep, that's it's nice to have the Tower of Wishes available as an anchor repository. And Edward is finally useful.
I mean, you could have taken Edward or Porum.
But
I think they're both about the same base agility, aren't they?
Well, Edward was chosen, I think, for a very specific reason, in that he was closer.
Okay, that makes sense. I think they have about the same. Yeah. Okay. According to John, Eddie's 9. He thinks Porum is about 4. So
yeah.
So I mean, Porum would have made the better one, which I understand.
But ndoto does have the pass, is going to set up and try and take on this Zeromus.
Yeah.
Now, Ninja, Zeromus, there's only one place Zeromus can be.
Yep.
He's too big. He's too bad. He's too smelly. We gotta keep him kind of quarantined.
So he's like Todd.
Yes.
Okay.
You know how Todd smells? Like, so much that they wrote an article about it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Z's like that. So we can't move Z around, but we can do the next best thing, which is make Zeromus look different and look like all kinds of fun characters from video games or fun concepts. And so, in order to we get really excited to find out who Zeromus is going to be dressing up as. And Dodo is going to give us that information. And Ninja, I want you to ask the question.
Um. Okay. Whose butt are we gonna kick tonight? And does it have a butt? Does it have a hat? And does it have a musical instrument?
In the name of the moon, who are we going to make swoon? I don't know. I'll keep workshopping that. But Ed Dodo heading to the Z fight at 152. Uh, and neither runner has raced this seed badly at all. It's just been kind of a trolly seed.
It's been kind of trolly, yeah.
All right, our warriors have determined to destroy Zeromus for the good of all the people on the blue planet. TheBleuWizard is through that Mylon.
I will be assuming that Blue's going to go back and save.
Yeah, Blue might be able to do this fight a little bit, do the Zeromus fight a little bit faster, but Dodo's certainly in the driver's seat.
Yeah, but I think he's going to safety save because...
Chocobus!
Oh, it's a chocobo. It does have a butt.
Smells like Chocobo.
It has a butt and it's cute.
Who has a carrot? We need a carrot.
Yeah, we need a carrot. Pancras, where are you?
So when I originally played this game back on my friend's Super Nintendo, we made up voices for all the characters, and I remember when the big Chocobo showed up, we would be like, "Oh,
yeah,
the big Chocobo!" But you know how the big Chocobo is kind of like a second inventory space? Well, this big Chocobo is going to be a second inventory space for all of the darts that Edge is going to throw at it.
Yes. Like that Avenger, that defense sword.
Yeah, this Chocobo is going to be a pin cushion.
Yes. I like it.
And Palom will chip in with some virus damage. Meanwhile, TheBleuWizard very nicely gets Star Veils up on both Rosa and Edge. Will have his crystal shortly.
Yes. Yeah, Blue's looking like he's going to get this pretty quick.
Yep, on his way. And this is a spot where ndoto really wishes Palom had Duke, I think.
Yeah.
That virus just isn't quite getting it done. Ooh, and that's a high roll big bang on that that kid. We'll see how ndoto recovers from this. Certainly doable.
He has recovered a little bit.
Yeah, gonna try and get Palom back up to chip in some more damage. I wonder if that's diverting resources he might want to use elsewhere.
Yeah, I would. With this party and its health, I would probably just face roll the big bangs and let the two people punch stuff.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
and just keep Rosa back as a healer.
That big bang is going to come out too quick for Palom. Yeah. This is not nerfed.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Meanwhile, TheBleuWizard outside of Troya going to be entering this fight shortly.
Yeah.
And this is going to end up being really close. Neither runner, it was kind of a back and forth race throughout. Neither runner did, neither runner took all that big of a lead. It was very well fought throughout the entire seed.
Yeah, I mean, they've both played really good today.
That Chocobo does not like Palom.
No, it doesn't. But Chocomus knows what Palom did. I don't know what it did, but it does.
Yeah, I mean, talk about a scapegoat. That's that's what Palom is. But ndoto determined to have more damage from those reflected spells. And ndoto is seeing rocks. It's almost over, less than 12,000 HP. Couple more swings from Edge and Yang. Is that Palom going to get the killing blow? No, but this Rosa will.
Yep.
And he's done it.
There we go.
ndoto wins and advances in the Blue Moon Waning bracket.
GG's ndoto.
An official time of 1:58.25. GG's to ndoto, and we are joined by ndoto. GG's and congratulations.
GG.
Thank you so much.
So that was a really trolly seed. What did you think about the boss positions there?
Oh my gosh, yeah. That was definitely something. I was a bit concerned when I hit up that last the crystal altar on the moon and was like, okay, the gauntlet and Golbez are nowhere up here. So now I panic.
And you did choose to go back to the giant for the second time. I wanted to ask you how you were thinking throughout. It became clear, maybe about an hour 15 in or so, that a lot of what you needed to do was going to be on the moon. How did that affect your decision making?
Yeah, I was definitely, I wanted to finish up as much as I felt was beneficial to on the blue planet, but there were definitely, I could have taken on the other Fey March boss to try to get the Twin Harp in case that there was a boss there, but I was like, no, my best bet is going to be, checking, I wanted to face check the giant, the first boss of the giant, just because I had so many bosses that I still had yet to find. And so I saw that was Mylon, and I was like, if it was King Queen Evelyn, that would have been fine, but Mylon, those are some beefy zombies that he's got with him at that spot. And so that's why I reset out of that, and I was like, no, the majority of the boss spots are on the moon. That's where I'm going to go.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that.
So early on, it really looked... Well, let me ask you this. Have you ever seen a seed so designed for Edge?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That, to get so many good pieces of equipment so early on, and then to just find so many throwables was like, okay, if I if I have trouble with something, I can power through it by just tossing, the Avenger at it. I've got 2 of them, why not?
Yeah, and I believe drain spears were even for sale in Evelyn Cave. It was like the seed was begging you to engage in total dart strats.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
So,
saw those, I was like, ooh, shiny.
So I wanted to ask you about the Luca cave. Did
Oh
that
my gosh.
did that give you a little anxiety there?
So, I had 2 firsts in this run. I've never forgotten to peek top of Lower Babel on the way down before, so I had to run back and do that.
Yeah, we saw that.
And I've never forgotten to make sure that I have someone who's capable of casting warp before going Dwarf Castle. So when I realized, I was like, oh, okay, Tella's got no MP, that's fine, I'll use an ether. And then I realized that I hadn't found any ethers.
Ooh. Yeah, we saw that.
And
too.
I was like, okay, I hope this doesn't come to bite me later.
Well, here is a fun fact that might be useful for next time. You can actually stay in the inn at Dwarf Castle and warp after that.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea about that. Okay,
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that either.
That's good to take note of.
Yeah, the more you know.
Yeah.
Exactly, but that was a really fun seed to watch and a well-run seed.
Yes.
In the beginning, that looked to me like a Red Moon list of bosses. What did you think seeing all of those heavy hitters being required?
I have had some pretty nasty practice seeds lately, so I wasn't super phased by the bosses that I had to hunt down. So I was glad that I had practice with a lot of them, I guess. But it was definitely, I was really hoping for something a little easier, but that just wasn't in the cards tonight.
No.
Well, you did make it look easy, so well done there. Ninja, you have any questions for ndoto?
No, I was pretty much. No, I'm good.
Well, I wanted to ask ndoto, you move on to face Fiery Blizzard in the waning bracket, and as exemplified by your play tonight, you have a lot to look forward to. How are you continuing to feel about your play in this tournament?
I got to keep practicing and keep improving, but I also felt like I've come a long way. So I'm excited to continue doing better. And Fiery Blizzard is, I'm looking forward to facing them. I've watched some of their runs, so I'm very much looking forward to it.
Well, if tonight is any indication, then Fiery Blizzard has something to watch out for as well. So once again, GG's ndoto, and congratulations on the win.
Thank you so
GGs.
much.
And best of luck to ndoto on the rest of the way. BleuWizard, meanwhile, going through his big chocobo. And this big chocobo is doing big damage, but whiffs on the Meteo. So BleuWizard should be able to take care of it, and does.
Yes. GG, BleuWizard.
Yeah. A tricky fight at the end, but BleuWizard, as we saw a lot in this seed, really exhibiting some gumption, able to recover nicely, getting through it.
Yes.
and we'll see if TheBleuWizard wants to come in for an interview. And we are joined by TheBleuWizard. GG's.
GG's. GG's indeed.
So that was a little bit of a troll of a seed. What'd you think?
Well,
Yeah.
first I would like to think that the first thing I was going to mention when I came in here was bad karma. How dare you roll us that hot garbage of a seed?
Hey.
I mean, it was definitely a challenge all on its own. I mean, seeing the Rosa start was very good. Um, you know, getting the Wonder Twins was definitely a nice addition for the start. Seeing the Edge, and as I'm doing some light, I guess you could say treasure picking, treasure looting, and I'm just seeing all of these items for Kane and summons for Rydia, and I'm just kind of going, all right, if this last character check is neither of them, I'm gonna have to essentially kind of play a reject percent type seed, and I didn't see no Cecil, no Kane. I just got all of the casters, and it's like there's a Young and the Edward. And I'm like, well, okay, I can slingshot the Edward if I get to that point, um, or can bring up a Young, but I wasn't seeing really much of anything.
Yeah, I noticed that quite a bit in that seed.
And I mean, with the there was a few key items on the surface, and going through the surface and going through the undergrounds. I'm just sitting here half the time going, okay, I'm not seeing sirens. I probably should have stolen some sirens from the the alarms, but
I'm
it was just kind of go go go.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. Neither one of you stole Bacchus's off the ogres on the hook route.
Well, that wasn't necessary because Bacchus were available in the
Yeah.
Evelyn shop,
Oh,
so
I
I
know.
wasn't as concerned about it. I figured so long as either Bacchus or um, the sirens were available, I was going to be in good shape. Even
Yeah.
if Bacchus wasn't available, I still had 3 sources of Berserk.
That's true.
And
Uh,
that seed seemed tailor made for that edge. I know Kane didn't show up to equip any of the defense swords, or Avengers
Yeah.
that popped up during that seed, but Edge had a lot of things to dart.
yeah, definitely. And I was a little upset at the Ogo in Hook 1 when I went to go dart one of those defense swords, and he just kind of destroyed my edge, and I ate it.
Yeah.
But that plague at Hook 2 was, I think, honestly, that was the hurdle in my run because, I mean, as y'all saw, it's just kind of okay. Get spells, get a Zerk up, get this going, get that going, and
Yeah.
it was a split-second decision to either just wipe the plague and redo it, or sit there for 3 to 5 minutes going, I'm just gonna hold A the entire time.
Yeah. That's really a tough choice.
And Dodo did wipe once to Plague, so
Yeah.
you both got underground at about the same time. It was
Yeah.
only a couple minutes difference.
Yeah, that I've run a lot of seeds this week. I've had and I've done some specific testing with DKC at the hook route, with Evil Wall at the hook route. I've gone up against Kinazos, and a couple of times I think in my testing I went up against Plague in Hook 1, not necessarily Hook 2. And I kind of had the notion that Plague was going to be in um, Hook 2 in the Ruby spot there, and but I don't think I necessarily needed to drop it down to battle speed 6?
Not really. You don't really have to drop the battle speed down there.
Yeah, if anything, I think I probably should have left it at BS1 for that
Yeah,
fight.
just what I would have done is if Bacchus is for sale at Evelyn, I would just bought Bacchus's and Bacchus the party.
Now, if I could totally do that before hook route, I totally would.
Oh yeah, Bacchus's weren't for sale, were they?
Not till I got underground.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were in Tamra.
I mean, but you.
Oh wait,
but
no,
you
I'm
did-
sorry. I totally could have. Yeah, no, I had Bacchus. Except the weird thing. So I think I don't know what I had equipped, but like I hit Edge with Berserk or a Bacchus, and it didn't go through.
No, your Tela whiffed a. Berserk.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yep.
And that was a center
old
slot
Tela.
Berserk. And that was a center slot Berserk.
Of all the times that he could have whiffed a spell, good old Tela. I'd take patently average Kane over him any day.
He can hit an off slot stone, but not a center slot Berserk.
Even better,
Come on.
a practice seed. I was just kind of getting some stuff kind of worked out before I ran this one. I had a off slot Tela do a recall and hit with stone.
That's
But
a thing.
It's a miracle.
But he missed
That is a
center
miracle.
slot Berserk. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
something
why
we
he's a
did
utility
notice.
mage.
Yeah.
Something we did notice throughout the seed is you showed a lot of gumption in a lot of fights, including in the Z fight, where things would not go according to plan, and you kind of dug yourself out of the hole. So that's a really impressive thing to see. That impressed us a lot.
Yeah, that was really impressive.
Yeah, I was I kind of wanted I thought I was counting enough, and I was actually kind of hoping to have done a sort of hybrid and then pop out with reflect, because I knew Rosa was going to be hitting for quad 9s and or just right around there, and so hence why I popped the fatal on Edge to go ahead and get it to hopefully not tip. But once I noticed like that second shake, I'm like, nope, I tipped, brought Edge back, and then it just kind of kept going. And I'm like, okay, black hole, heal, bring him back, Zerk. And as soon as I Zerked, I saw rocks. I'm like, all right, cool. And controller's down, we're done. But yeah, I think also there was a lot of half panics when I went into a couple of fights and I realized I didn't heal, like from a Fame Roach walk on the water. Was it?
It
Yeah,
was
when I went
Baron.
to go. Well, I did that on Baron, but I also did it on the Water Hag fight, where it's just walking to the Water Hag fight. Everyone's at like 1 HP, but that wouldn't have mattered because it's fast and Water Hag's gonna punch like a Mack truck.
Yep.
But overall, a fun seed. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, your run in the tournament is over. You really showed some chops. Just didn't turn out your way in this tournament. What are you going to take away from this tournament?
What I'm going to take away, honestly, experience. Sheer amounts of experience. Like comparing my last match to this match is a huge improvement. I mean, going from a 20+ minute gap in finishes to an 8-minute gap. I mean, all of the different party comps, all of the different mechanics, just taking away the knowledge and experience I learned and gained. And to be honest, like I was thinking about it for a second before I popped in here, and it was I was a little, I was disappointed because I put in so much effort and practice and learning new things and re-upping the knowledge on things. But at the end of the day, I mean, there's only one winner, there's only one loser. And I mean, this is still a win for me because I've learned so much this week, and over the last couple of weeks, that I can literally just take all of what I've learned and experienced, and just take that and use it to propel myself moving forward.
And I agree.
Yeah, that's a great thing to take away from the tournament. We're glad that your experience was so positive, and we really enjoyed watching you. So everybody give both of our runners a follow, and Dodo and TheBleuWizard. And well, once again, TheBleuWizard, GG's on your finish, and congratulations.
Yes, and thank you
Congratulations.
to everyone in the background, to Bad Karma for restreaming, to ndoto, my opponent, to both of you, Ninja and Sheep Launcher, and then also to, it was Zald, pushing buttons and making sure that stuff pops up on the screen. So thank you to everyone.
And thank you, TheBleuWizard.
Yep. And y'all have a good night. Stay safe.
Yep. Same to you.
All right. Well, once again, ndoto moves on. Will face Fiery Blizzard next week. Do want to remind you that we still have a match coming up tonight. We have Midnight Madness at midnight Eastern. We have Zilch versus Pyre on Free Enterprise, the main channel. So don't forget to join us for that. It should be a lot of fun for Free Enterprise after dark.
Oh yeah.
I do want to thank one more time our restreamer, Bad Karma, our tracker, Zald, and thank you, eNinja81, for commentating with me.
And
So much
you
fun.
as well, Sheep Launcher.
And we are going to head off while we're waiting for our midnight match. We're going to head off over to Zeke Highwind, who is running some Blue Moon practice. So again, once again, for everybody here, we hope that you join us over there. And we're so glad you joined us for this race. And until next time, so long.
Also, no spoilers.